Another Round is a Danish film about four middle-aged men who are experiencing burnout with their average lives and try to improve it by conducting a social experiment where they keep their blood alcohol level above 0.05% from the moment they wake up to 8 p.m. at night. Now this movie sees another reteaming of the writer/director Thomas Vinterberg and actor Mads Mikkelsen. And they've done a handful of movies together, but specifically The Hunt from 2012 is an incredible movie. And so anytime that they reteam to do something, I am very excited to see what they have coming up next. And this movie lives up to my personal hype for that team, where I think it's pretty much just about as good as The Hunt, if not as good as it. And I regard that as one of my favorite movies in general. But like I said, this movie is about four friends who all teach at the same high school and are unsatisfied with their day-to-day lives. Some of them have families, some of them live alone and everything, and they want to try something different because of a story they had heard about how being moderately buzzed during the day can actually make you more relaxed, more engaging, more fun, and they want to do something different. And of course, the premise of drinking during your job, during the day and everything, obviously the intent is that it's probably not going to go well. And this movie explores that. Now, where this movie surprised me is that it is surprisingly funny. It has some fairly lighthearted moments, but it is a funny movie. There are some funny situations, which there would be if you have people who are trying to hide the fact that they're drinking during the day and then experimenting with that and then trying to bring it to the next bar. And it's one of those things where the concept itself might not be the most interesting concept in the world, but the execution of the movie and how well it's done takes it to another level, kind of like with Bad Education from last year. So I kind of see it like that, where the execution elevates the concept, along with, of course, the directing, the writing, the acting, and all of that playing into each other. And on that note, probably one of the strongest points of this movie is the acting of the main four characters and even their families. Is that all the acting across the board is very good. This also has Thomas Bo Larsen, who was also in The Hunt as one of Mads Mikkelsen's character's friends. He does a really good job in his role, but the focus and a lot of the praise deservedly goes to Mads Mikkelsen in the lead role as Martin. While it's a credit to the acting itself, but also with the directing, you know where Martin's mindset is the entire movie. You know what's going through his head, you know what's troubling him, you can understand what's going on. And while sometimes if a movie's trying to be intentionally misleading, you might not want to know everything that's going on in a character's head, but when it's a movie like this, that it's a drama and it's fairly straightforward, knowing exactly what someone's thinking is really impressive. And that is specifically shown about, I think it's about 15 minutes into the movie. There's a dinner scene that they have with Mikkelsen and the three other friends, and he goes through this moment of self-reflection and everything, and it's this incredible moment of acting from Mads Mikkelsen, and it's not over the top. It's nuanced and it's reserved, but you know exactly the emotion that he's experiencing in that moment, and it helps the audience relate to that character to a tremendous degree. The fact that they're able to kind of see into this guy's head so well without it being directly said to the camera or anything. You just know what's going on. And I will be disappointed if Mads does not get an Oscar nomination this year, because I think it is one of the strongest performances I've seen from 2020. I think it deserves it. I'm going to be disappointed if this doesn't get Best Foreign Film. It's probably one of my favorite movies of the year. And like I said, this movie does tackle the consequences of basically moderate alcoholism, and it affects each character to different degrees of seriousness, of course. And in some ways that they have good experiences and they have bad and everything, but probably the best part of the movie is its overall message is not this preachy message about alcoholism being bad and everything, because it treats the audience like adults. You know it's bad. You know that the choices they're making are stupid. You know that there's going to be consequences. It doesn't hold your hand through that. But as the ending shows especially, there's also this weird appreciation of life even in its bad moments. The ending of this movie is honestly probably one of my favorite endings I've seen for a movie in a while. I think that it's really, really good, and it's a really entertaining movie. It's really, really well done. I will say that there is one part of the movie where I think that even just adding like 30 more seconds onto the development of a scene would have been more effective dramatically with something that happens in it, where I think that there is a very, very sudden mood shift in this movie, and just tone shift in general that is a little too quick for me. But I think that even with that, the movie is done so well and you're still on board with everything that's going on that it hardly affects it. I think Another Round was one of the best movies from 2020, and I highly, highly recommend everybody to watch it. It's fantastic. It's a movie that I'll be buying once it comes out on Blu-ray or whatever. But I'm going to be rating Another Round a 9.5 out of 10. Now, have you guys seen Another Round? Have you seen The Hunt? Have you seen The Command? Let me know, and I'll be back with another video.